It had been nearly a year since Skarloey had his crash on the bridge, and now he returned to the railway a new and improved engine. It was late afternoon when Skarloey made it back to the sheds, and of course he came to see the usual shenanigans. "Hello everyone, I'm back," said Skarloey. "Good Lord, how did this happen, Peter Sam?"
"The trucks got out of hand, and it didn't help that Sir Handel and Duncan cheered them on, rather than helping me."
"I see. I'll be speaking with them later." When evening came, Skarloey came to the slate mine, only to see Duncan and Sir Handel arguing.
"It's your fault the trucks got out of hand,"
said Duncan.
"Now I've got to sleep in the shack."
"Me? You're the one who bumped the trucks this morning. Besides, you're forgetting I have to share this shed with an idiot," said Sir Handel.
"Sure, Rusty's smelly, but I don't think he's—"
"I wasn't talking about Rusty."
Ah.
"Oh my."
Ah.
"Oh, will you two shoosh?"
"Never."
"You're giving me a headache with all your mindless squabbling. Pot calling the kettle red much?"
Yeah. And what do you mean by that?"
"I mean, all I see from you two is two buffoons. You two act the same. Practically the same engine."
Ah.
"Oh, shut it. I need to get some sleep." Later that night, when the other engines had gone to sleep, Sir Handel and Duncan came up with a plan. "If Skarloey thinks we are so similar,
we'll reinvent ourselves to prove him wrong."
The next day, Sir Handel was about to take his morning train when he overheard the station master.
"So, Larry, the bureaucracy at my old job was just terrible. It seemed anyone was in charge without government elective,"
said the station master.
Gee, that sounds rough. Glad you got away from that,"
said Larry.
"That's it. I'll become a bureaucrat,"
said Sir Handel. Meanwhile, Duncan was working at the construction zone where he was talking with Byron.
"So, Byron, I hear you're a hippie now,"
said Duncan.
"Whoa, dude. I'm all about that, I think,"
said Byron.
"I don't knock down trees, which kind of makes me useless as a bulldozer."
"Yes. Well, you could give me some tips,"
said Duncan.
"What?"
"Yeah, tips for a hippie."
"Dude, if you're a hippie, you don't need tips. You just do what you do."
"Yes, but I'm not a hippie yet."
Then why are you talking to me, dude?"
"Because I need to know how I need to be a man of the nature."
"I'm confused. I'll go over there now. Peace and love."
"Oi, what you doing over there? That's not your area of work."
Later, Skarloey got ready to take a cattle train into town when he sees Sir Handel wearing a toupee. "Sir Handel, what are you wearing?" said Skarloey. "My dear fellow, I asked for money so I could buy quite wonderful things for me. I mean the town. Sir Handel, usually your antics aren't as insane as this. I recommend you stop this before something terrible happens."
"No. As an authority figure, I have a certain duty to withhold."
"But you weren't even elected. There wasn't even an election." "Neither here nor there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to be at the grand opening of the new station." "What new station?" Later that day, Sir Handel rolled over to the sheds to reorganize the railway. "My fellow trains, I've noticed that in the recent years this railway has fallen into disarray. and I'm here to, with your help, fix the railway, said Sir Handel.
I want nothing to do with these politics,
said Bertram.
I would leave too, but I want to see where this is going,
said Duke.
As you can see, my driver is passing out papers to your drivers.
I ask that your drivers please sign them to help with my Reconstruction Act.
My driver seems like he doesn't have a pen.
Never mind that. I have more pens. Oh, come now, everyone, said Rusty. We need to stop this idiocy. Have you all forgotten how silly all this is? Even if Sir Handel was an elected official, he might want to consult us before he enacts one of his so-called acts. Very interesting, Rusty. Go on, said Peter Sam. Wait! I just realized I've run out of paper. Peter Sam, come with me. We're going to chop down a tree. How? You don't even have an axe. Oh, don't worry about that. David, am I good to go? Yeah, just take it easy. Don't cut down these trees. These trees are mine, and they're part of me, said Duncan. Oh, Duncan, what are you on about? Said Sir Handel. I won't let you cut down a tree for your evil games. Well, as an authority figure, I order you to get out of the way. Moo. Guys, Skarloey's coming down the line. Guys, guys, said Peter Sam. What? But it was too late. Soon, Rusty came to the rescue. My word, what a mess. I'll soon put this right, said Rusty. Rusty? How did you know something happened? Said Sir Handel. Well, Peter Sam's flatbed broke away and crashed into Duke, who crashed into the sheds. Later, when everyone was back on the rails, the engines made up their quarrel. Sir Handel, Duncan, I'm sorry I was rude to you. You both can be different in other ways. And we're sorry we took your words too seriously. And so the engines never argued again, at least for the next day.